Hey guys, so today I will be going over everything that you need to know about the Second Life Marketplace and shopping. As always, this video is part of a tutorial beginner guide series for Second Life users. That playlist will be left in the description below. With that said, let's go ahead and get right on into this because there is a lot when it comes to shopping. There are two different ways that you can shop. The first way is what we have here is the Second Life Marketplace, which is a website that you can use to actually peruse different items. As you can see, you have all your different categories here and the different communities and themes. The other way is actually shopping in the Second Life world. So as an example, here is a commonly known creator, Blueberry. I love all of her stuff, so I can go ahead and click on this item here. And here is a pair of shorts. Now when you click on it, typically most creators have like a little advertisement here. No different than when you're shopping for like clothing in real life online. They have like different pictures of it. There's different versions of the shorts here. To actually go to the creator's store page, you can just go over here and click on visit the store and it will pull up the page of all of their clothing. Of course, you can change how many items you see and the sort by feature. So if I do best selling, it will show all of her best selling clothes. There are also categories here to the left. So avatar accessories would be like jewelry, attachments, etc. Building and object components would be for building in the world. Apparel is clothing, and then once you click on apparel, they will drop down into different categories. So there's women's, and then there's women's dresses, footwear, intimates, etc., etc., and you can go ahead and individually click on any of those subcategories. There's also pricing over here. If you have a limit to how much you can spend, you can decide that way and have your objects only show that are within the 0 to 10 linden range. You can also make your own customized price limit. You can also limit by prims and the permissions that the clothing allows, or any object for that matter. I'm just going to click back on the Second Life Marketplace and head back to the main page. As a beginner in Second Life, there are a lot of different items for sale that are for free, that cost 0 linden, and there's actually some decent stuff that you can get. What I think I will do as an example, I'll just go down here to see all categories. You can also change which categories you are searching in. When you go up here, there's a little drop down and you can choose which category you would like. You can also show the maturity levels of the things you want to see. Right now I have it set as general moderate, but you can also make it to where you can see adult items as well, or just general, or just adult. Right now I am going to try and find some good free stuff. So I'm going to change my price limit from 0 to 0 and then click refine search. So here we go, only stuff that is for 0 lindens pop up. I'm also changing my rating to go from high to low. I'm just going to pick a few different things. Here is a gown that isn't too bad. So I'm just right clicking on it and opening in a new tab. Within here you can see that there's details that the creator leaves. It also shows the features, the contents in which you will get when you purchase the item. As you can see, there's the contents. And then of course the reviews that are left by people. You can also change the sorting options for the comments. Over here to the right hand side you can see the permissions that you are allowed, and you can also add the item to your favorites. Your favorites is kind of like a wish list. So say I wanted to add this to my favorites, all I have to do is click on it and it will automatically add this item to my favorites. If I want to view it later on, all I need to do is go to the top right here, click down on the little drop down arrow from my marketplace, and then go to my favorites. And here's my favorites. So just close out here for now. I think what I'm going to do is refine my search down a little bit so that way I'm only getting clothing and things like that. So I'm just going to click on apparel. There's some stockings, there's some shoes, there's some other shoes. Another thing to get some decent free items that you can type in is a keyword known as gift. Gifts can typically be either 1 linden, or a lot of creators will give away gifts for 0 lindens. Right now I'm just going to do 0 to 0 again and refine my search, and here you can see that there are a ton of free gifts that are given by creators. Like here's a cute tank top that's free. There's a shape that's for free, that's not bad. Here's even a teeth tattoo that is for free. Here's a necklace. I typically find that when typing in gift, I find a lot better selection of stuff compared to if I'm just looking through just random things. Alright, so now that I have a few things selected, I am just going to add it to my cart and then close out of the tab. Of course, you don't have to do it this way. You can individually click on them and just add it to cart, but I just find this to be a little bit easier. Now for the cart, you are only allowed 10 items per time. So now that I have 10 items in my cart, I'm just going to click on the cart itself, click checkout, and then this is just little like advertisements for other things. Scroll down, place your order. And here is where it will open up the cashier. So here is the total that I need to pay, which is 0 lindens. And I will just click buy now. As you can see here, it says payment was successful and delivery has begun. Once the transaction is fully complete, it will take you to this thank you page, and it will just thank you for shopping on the marketplace, and you can close out of here. So I'm just going to add the remaining few things that I had open into my cart and check out those as well. Alright, so another option for ways that you can shop on Second Life, like I said before, is actually going to the person's store. A lot of the times creators, when you click on their storefront on the marketplace, it will give a link for the Inworld store. As you can see here, there is one to the left here. So I'll just click on it and click visit this location, and a little pop-up will ask me if I want to launch the application in Second Life, and I want to do that, so I'll just click open link. And now that I clicked on that, it brings up a place profile in my Second Life viewer. To actually go to the store, all I need to do is click on teleport, and it will teleport me to that store that I selected. Now that I'm actually at the store, I'm just going to click out of this place profile because I don't need it anymore, and let's take a look around. This is kind of cute. I haven't actually been to the store. This looks like a little strip mall type scenario. Looks like there's a few different types of creator stores here. Let's just head over to this one. So every creator's store is going to be different. Not all of them are going to look like this. They could be in different buildings. They could have a totally different layout and setup. Typically when you go into a store, they usually have a group joiner as well as any group gifts. I highly recommend joining groups to stores, especially if they are free, because a lot of stores will give group gifts, as you see here, and they usually give typically some pretty decent gifts for joining their group. So to join the group, all I need to do is click join group that they have up here, and in the chat you can see it says click this link for the group page. So I'll just click on the link. This group, it does cost 100 linden to join. Unfortunately, I don't have that right now, so I can't join it. But that is where it shows how much it would cost. If it costs nothing, it would just say 0, and then you could join it. But unfortunately, I can't join this one, so I'll just close out of it. For most stores, they're typically laid out kind of like this one, where it will show the actual product picture, and then it gives some form of a demo that you can buy. For anyone that's familiar with IMVU, Second Life is kind of different when it comes to shopping. You have to buy demos and unpack the items and wear them in order to preview them before you actually purchase the real thing, which I will get into in another tutorial. For now, say for example, I wanted to purchase these shoes that I have in front of me. All I need to do is click on the picture that they have here. And as you can see, it brings up a little menu. I can get the demo, and it will send me the demo, and then I can just click keep, and it will put the demo in my inventory. I can also click on the picture and select buy if I wanted to purchase this item. It will ask you how you want to purchase it. This store offers gift cards, so if you had a gift card, you would select gift card. If you were part of the group and you had store credit that you have built up from purchasing other items, you can use your store credit. Or you can purchase it with lindens. So I would be purchasing with lindens, so I would select that. It tells you the pop-up of how to actually pay for the item. So I'm just going to click OK. And as it said in the little pop-up, all I need to do is right-click on the picture, click Pay, and it brings up this payment option. Now these shoes are for 495 lindens. I obviously don't have that, so I can't buy it, but if I did have it and was going to purchase this item, I would just click on this button here and it would automatically buy the item. And as I had before, I would just click keep when it did the little pop-up and it would put these shoes in my inventory. You can search different shops on the destination guide. There's also like shopping events that they'll advertise in here, like if shops are having sales, just opening sales and things like that. In the classifieds and the events section will typically show those types of things. I'll just click on view all destinations and I will go to a category and I will do shopping. So there we go, I did shopping events, and as you can see, a bunch of different shopping events popped up. Shopping events are typically monthly events that are open for certain times of the year. As you can see, like the men's zone, it's a monthly event featuring male fashion and accessories. Uber is a really popular one that people will go to. And again, that's also a monthly shopping event. So it's not like a specific store, they are events that are only around for certain times, either monthly or yearly. In my destination guide search bar, I just typed in store and a bunch of different stores popped up. I personally know what's next, so I will go ahead and teleport to what's next. Teleport. And it takes me to their store. What's next is a furniture store. So right here they have some of their more summery themed things on display, and an event called 50 Linden Fridays where they have objects that are for 50 linden. It's like the bike, that's 50 linden, as well as the flower vases. As you can see, here are some VIP group gifts. So if you were part of their VIP group, you could get all of these different types of gifts for free just by being in the group. I believe their group is 250 linden to join. I could be wrong, but I know you do have to pay to be in their group. They have their store set up to where you can see the item and actually test it out. And then to purchase the item, you would just click on the sign, right click on it, and pay. And then you would buy it. That is just typically how most stores are set up. They have it to where the objects in the world, you can actually interact with it, you can sit, you can change the textures, and kind of test it out and see for yourself if you would really want it or not. As you can see here, this store has a little sign that tells you which way things are. Also, I know if you click on the sign, it will pull up the map to where you can teleport to actually get to that item. So if I want to go to the Gacha area, I can just click on Gacha and then click teleport. And it takes me over to the Gacha section. Gacha is a huge part of Second Life, which could be a whole nother video in itself, but I will kind of briefly explain it in this one. What it is there are gacha sets. So as you can see from the picture here, this is their Under the Stars gacha, and all of the things that you see on the sign you could potentially get when you purchase the gacha item. So mostly gacha is anywhere between 25 and 100 linden. Most of them tend to be within the 25 to 75 range, or at least the ones that I have played. There are some that are way more expensive or even cheaper than that. This one, if I right click on the gacha machine and click play, this one you can see is 50 linden. When you pay that 50 linden, you have the potential of getting one of these items on this sign. You also have the potential of getting duplicates if you continuously play. So for your first time you play, you could potentially get like the little barbecue, or and then maybe you purchase it again and then you get the little cheeseburgers, and then you purchase it again and then you get the watermelon slices, and then you play again and you get the little barbecue again. You always have a possibility of getting duplicates and multiples of the same item. Gacha items are typically non-copy, so you cannot copy the item and use it multiple times within the same like home or region that you're decorating. They're typically non-transferable either, so you can't just transfer the item to another person and still keep the original copy. That's just how gacha typically is. So right next to that one is a Home for the Holidays gacha, where you have the potential options to get all of these items. Same thing goes with this one. You have the potential of getting the different boats, and of course they tell you which boats are the rare ones when you play. There are shopping events specifically for gacha, where all it is gacha games. And this sign very nicely describes how gacha is played. So go ahead and pause this if you want to read it. It's just kind of going over what I already said, but it also kind of explains it a little better than my rambling. I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions or having troubles with anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I will try and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And yeah. Thanks so much for watching.